Hello and welcome to part 4 of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Let's Play on Gaming Buzz.
You were sitting there introing us in, and my stick caught fire, and I didn't mean for it to.
I'm here with the ginger, and I'm the brunette dude.
I've never heard someone call you that. Normally they just call you the farty dude.
I want to change up once in a while. You know, change is always great. Even though I'm kind of opposed to change, but it's not bad. It's not bad changing your motives in life once in a while. So you're here with the trader story of...
The dude told us,
Yep.
231, 23 is number one.
Yep, 23.
Can we get that one?
Hey, that's how I remembered it. 23 is number one.
Which makes no sense. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
No, it just is like a very biased sounding statement,
It's weird,
but
as
it makes sense.
Don't have any other puzzles like this one.
I know this game had a lot of really unique puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
But then they repeated a lot of puzzles.
Yeah, and then there are some temples where they don't do anything interesting.
I know, they're just like, here's a dungeon, blow shit up.
So I gotta ask
go.
you,
Yeah.
what is your favorite dungeon in this game?
Oh man, that's a tough one actually.
Mine, hands down, the Shadow Temple.
Oh, I love that one. That one is actually a really close second.
What's really weird though is it's really short.
I know. I really liked it. I liked, isn't that the one that you had to chase the weird fat ghost dude?
That's outside the temple.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that part of it. And then I just enjoyed the whole graveyard thing going on. Like, that was really cool. And then, but my favorite one is where King Dodongo hangs out.
Hey, look, it's your mom. Oh!
But I like the one with King Dodongo.
Yeah, that'll be the next one we tackle.
But that was like my favorite dungeon in the game.
Queen Goma's,
I like this boss because it just looks really cool. Very simple. Shoot the eye.
Wait. I gotta...
Whoop. Am I gonna learn something new that I never knew?
Lock on to her.
This Z targeting, I mean L targeting isn't working very well.
No.
Very frantic boss music that you can definitely tell the age of this game through its music. 'Cause this was like when MIDI was like a brand new thing still. And Nintendo used it to its full potential. At the time. Whoop.
The only time that Deku Nuts are actually useful.
I know, Deku Nuts are just... Just throw them at things and just watch them go boom.
See, the issue in this game, it's set to hold for the Z targeting. So you have to constantly hold down the button for it to work. Right?
Yeah.
Which I'm so not used to, because I always set it to switch.
I always thought those eggs looked really gross.
Yeah.
I think this game was going for a really gross vibe most of the time though. There is a lot of really weird looking, gross looking stuff in this game. I wish that Legend of Zelda would actually come back to an art style like this.
Honestly, Legend of Zelda do a lot of things, though.
Yeah.
But you know what? For the most part, I trust Nintendo to do something interesting.
I can't wait for the one that's the Wii U NX version that's coming out, because it looks beautiful.
Oh, I'm actually close to dying. I should probably...
Slice that lettuce.
There we go.
Make a salad now?
Yep. At least the beeping's gone.
Yeah, I never understand why lots of games do the beeping more than for just like a few times, like once a minute would be fine, but like for like every second.
There we go.
Is this boss crying? It was like squirting.
It's like, "Urgh."
It was squirting tears.
She is dead.
I always found it interesting how this one just like dissolves and just like falls apart.
And the most important part.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Now you're 4 hearts big.
Now, one thing I have never done in this game is do a 3-heart challenge where you don't pick up any extra hearts and you just play through the entire game with only 3 hearts.
Oh, Ganon's got to be tough.
You know what? I just decided this now. But you know what we're gonna do?
What?
We're gonna do a slight alteration to that, where we're only allowed to pick up hearts in dungeons.
Hearts in dungeons?
Yep. So like we can only get them from beating bosses. We cannot get any of the overworld hearts. What do you think?
I mean, that's basically how I usually play it, so I don't have any oppositions.
Should be fun. Now we've got a whole bunch of exposition to talk over, so let's just pretty much completely ignore it. How's your day going?
Pretty good.
Are you enjoying playing this game with me?
I am. This is by far leagues and bounds much better than the Zathura.
Oh, it really is.
This is one of my favorite games of all time.
A
A lot of people say that.
lot of
But-
people can say I do like this game, but it's not one of my favorites.
This game holds one of those things. Same thing with we've talked about this on the podcast where I talked about how Kid Icarus Uprising was for me like a really good game for me because it was during a time period that wasn't really that great emotionally. This game was I got this game and I played this game during the same kind of time period. So this game kind of holds that kind of dear spot with me. So it's more than just this game's really good. It's one of those things that's like, this game is really good, and it helped distract me from life.
I really like this game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have to really like this game to play it so many times. But I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite games. I wouldn't even say it's one of my favorite Zelda games. I can think of 3 or 4 games I'd put higher than this on the list.
I know Metal Gear Solid's much higher.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite Legend of Zelda?
Ooh.
I know you really like Wind Waker.
It's Wind Waker. I mean, like, Majora's Mask comes close just because of, like, how much it makes you feel.
Yeah, I love the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask because it goes over the themes of death. And
But Wind Waker is Zelda at its best.
yeah, I mean, the tail end of it in the GameCube version is really just shitty.
I never really had a problem with it. I know a lot of people did, but, you know, like the Triforce quest, a lot of people didn't like. But I saw it as, you know, being an adventure and really having to work for that adventure, and I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, the Wii U version fixed a lot of that.
I don't like the Wii U version. And my biggest complaints with it, I don't like how there's so much bloom in the game.
Yeah. Everything looks so plasticky this time.
Oh,
around.
it's kind of gross looking, to be honest, compared to the original. And the other issue, I don't like the controls. No matter if I play it with the gamepad or the Pro controller.
They should have patched it and made it so you could use the N60, not N64. What the hell am I talking about?
GameCube.
The GameCube adapter with a lot of games.
Especially that one.
Yeah, because the game is a GameCube game, just ported.
Yeah. And made to look a little bloomier.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing I do like that they added was the fast sale.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was talking about. They fixed it.
Right. The
But
fast
everything
sale
else-
makes everything better.
Yeah.
But I could do without everything else. Plus, you know, sure, like, textures look a little low res in Wind Waker. But overall, I think it looks timeless.
The art style is cartoony, so everything does look very well. Because if you look at a lot of cartoons, they don't draw like the most detailed things. So I just look at it as just a giant cartoon you're playing.
I honestly don't think we'll ever get to a point in time where Wind Waker looks bad. I think it won't look as amazing, but I don't think it'll look bad.
Yeah, it's in that time period where it's old, but it doesn't really show off its age. It just is like, I can't do as much cartoony stuff as other newer games that are coming out, but it just doesn't look bad.
There are very few games that can pull that off, though.
I wish we had more stylized games like Wind Waker.
Yeah, no kidding. I wish we had more Wind Waker. You know, it got 2 sequels, but they're
Yeah.
both on the DS, and they're both really bad in their own ways and both really good in their ways. But they're not true sequels because they don't take the same like gameplay as Wind Waker. Have you
Yeah.
played either Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks?
I've played little excerpts of them, just trying them because my friends had them, and I just kind of played them a little bit.
I've beat both of them, And a lot of people say Phantom Hourglass is the better of the two. No, Phantom Hourglass is garbage. Spirit Tracks is actually a really good game. It's just weird because, it's trains.
I thought it was really technically impressive.
Also, Spirit Tracks has the best soundtrack of any Zelda game, hands down. So, Great Deku Tree just died.
Yep.
We just talked about Zelda. I said Wind Waker HD wasn't very good. I think that's the end of the episode. We'll confront this loser here later because he won't let us through unless we talk to him.
Kind of reminds me of you.
That's a very nice. I mean,
Well, he's
look at that face. Look at that face. I'm hurt, Darien.
You grew up to aspire to be him.
Why? I'm so upset. I need some comfort right now. And the only thing that could comfort me right now, check out this segue, is getting more subscribers.
Yeah.
Best segue ever.
Subscribe to make Jacob feel better.
Yes.
And to make me happy, because a happy Darien and a happy Jacob equals better content.
Yeah, and if while you're at it, why don't you leave us a nice like? And you know what? If you comment, it'll make us super happy. And I bet right now that either this guy or me will respond to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a promise.
Promise. As long as you don't say something that we don't like.
I'm Jacob.
And I'm Darien. Thanks for listening and watching. Sorry.
Look at this dude. Get out of here. Bye.
Bye. He's got a pot belly.